Why did the top female golfer in history step away from the game and stay retired? This is an exclusive look into Lorena Ochoa's amazing journey from a young golf star in Guadalajara to becoming one of the top female golfers ever, and how she achieved her incredible achievements and the surprising reasons behind her early retirement. This will be interesting. Our team dug into sources like LPGA and Golf Digest to bring you the full picture of her career. We've got the inside scoop and intriguing details about her career and the personal choices that shaped her legacy. Let me first give you a backstory about this top female golfer in the history. Lorena Ochoa is a young golf prodigy, was determined from an early age to become the greatest golfer ever. She didn't come from a wealthy family. Her father worked in real estate, and her mother was an artist, neither of which are typical backgrounds for a golf star. But by the age of 5, she was already making a splash. On her first visit to the prestigious Guadalajara Country Club, she made a hole-in-one, marking the start of her incredible journey. With a natural talent and a fierce drive, she won her first state tournament when she was just 6 years old. While other kids her age were still mastering the basics, she was already impressing everyone. By her teenage years, she caught the eye of Rafael Alarcón, a well-known Mexican golfer. Even though she was only 11, she sought out Alarcón for help in becoming the best golfer in the world. Recognizing her exceptional skill, Alarcón agreed to mentor her. She went on to dominate the Mexican junior golf scene, winning 22 state titles and 44 national tournaments. Her rise from a young golf enthusiast to a world-class athlete was extraordinary, making her sudden exit from the sport even more intriguing. Now let's see how she captured the world's attention before turning 18. People worldwide were closely watching her every move before she turned 18, trying to understand the origins of this young prodigy. By the year 2000, her career began to gain significant momentum. She headed to the University of Arizona on a golf scholarship, where she made headlines by setting an NCAA record, winning her first 7 events during her sophomore year. This achievement was not just remarkable, it was groundbreaking. In 2001, her exceptional talent was recognized on a grand scale when she became the youngest athlete and the first golfer to receive Mexico's prestigious National Sports Award. The award was presented by then-President Vicente Fox, highlighting the immense pride her country felt for her accomplishments. This honor underscored her potential to become a golfing legend. However, after just 2 years of college golf, she felt that her talent was outgrowing the collegiate level. In a bold move, she decided to forego her final 2 years of college and turn professional in 2002. While leaving college early is a significant risk in any sport, for Lorena, it was more about seizing the immense opportunities ahead. Now I know we're all curious, how did she transform her rookie season into a legendary career? Her rookie season on the LPGA Tour in 2003 was a huge success. She started out on the Futures Tour, where she won 3 times and led the money list, earning her spot on the LPGA Tour for the 2003 season. Once she joined the main tour, she kept up the momentum with 8 top 10 finishes, including 2 second-place spots. By the end of the season, she was named Rookie of the Year and ranked 9th on the LPGA money list. This was just the beginning of her amazing rise in golf. In 2004, she got her first LPGA wins with victories at the Franklin American Mortgage Championship and the LPGA Classic. She also finished in the top 10 in 3 out of the 4 major championships. The 2006 season was particularly impressive, with 6 tournament wins and a top spot on the LPGA money list. Her performance peaked with a fantastic round of 62 at the Kraft Nabisco Championship, tying the record for the lowest score ever in a major tournament. Even though she lost in a thrilling playoff, her form was undeniable. In 2007, she went from being a great golfer to an unstoppable force. She won her first major championship at the historic Old Course at St. Andrews and continued her dominance with 7 more tournament wins, including the CN Canadian Women's Open and the Safeway Classic. She became the first player since the legendary Annika Sorenstam to win 3 consecutive events. Her achievements that year were remarkable, surpassing Sorenstam to become the world's top-ranked golfer and the first woman to earn over $4 million in a single season. Lastly, this video won't be complete without exploring why she left the golf world at its peak. Maintaining such high performance year after year really shows her exceptional talent, but even top athletes face challenges. In April 2010, the world was shocked when she announced her retirement from professional golf at a press conference in Mexico. At just 28 years old, with a brilliant career ahead, she decided to step away from the sport. It was like seeing Tiger Woods retire at the peak of his career. Hard to believe and surprising. At the press conference, she shared her reasons for retiring, wanting to start a family and focus on charitable work. She said, "I went to Asia, and after a few days in Thailand, I realized I wanted to be home, work on my foundation, and be closer to my family." While these were honorable reasons, many wondered if there were other factors at play. Despite her always smiling public image, life on the LPGA Tour wasn't always perfect. In fact, during her first year as a pro golfer, she nearly quit the sport altogether. She was open about the difficulties she faced. While competing in tournaments was thrilling, the rest of professional golf life was tough. She felt worn out from constant travel, intense practice, and the never-ending pressure to perform week after week. Even with her huge talent and strong work ethic, the demands were overwhelming. As she reached the top of the golf world, the pressure only increased. There were more sponsor commitments, more media attention, and higher expectations. It felt like being on a treadmill that kept speeding up, making her question if this was really what she wanted. As she approached her 30s, she realized her priorities were changing. The all-consuming nature of professional golf no longer matched her personal desires. This was even harder because retiring meant she wouldn't meet the LPGA's 10-year eligibility requirement for the Hall of Fame, missing out on a prestigious honor. Still, she stuck to her decision, driven by a desire to start a family and follow her heart. Her retirement at the peak of her career was a personal choice. Having reached her goal of becoming the world's top golfer, she chose to start a new chapter focused on family and philanthropy. Since retiring, she has continued to make a big impact. She remains a respected figure in the golf world, actively involved with the Lorena Ochoa Foundation, which now includes a primary school and a high school in her hometown of Guadalajara. She also hosts the annual LPGA Lorena Ochoa Invitational at the Guadalajara Country Club, where her golf journey began. Ochoa's early retirement might have been unexpected, but it was a deliberate choice that led her to a fulfilling new path. Her legacy as one of the greatest female golfers is well established, marked by her success on the LPGA Tour, 2 major championships, and her time as the world's #1 player. Wow, what a journey Lorena Ochoa had. From being a young prodigy to becoming one of the most dominant golfers ever, her story is truly amazing. But her decision to retire at the peak of her career, that's what makes her story even more intriguing. If you enjoyed diving into Lorena's incredible career and her surprising exit from the sport, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more stories like this one.